Some people think that I am anti marriage because when I tell them that marriage doesn't favor women as much as society made it look, they think we're talking from a place of bitterness, but no, we're talking from a place of lived experiences. If you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Nkechi. I'm a digital marketing and personal branding strategist. Over the years, I've worked with international brands. I help position some founders as an authority in their niche. And and if you have a digital product that you want to push out there in the markets or you want to position as the next solution, hit me up. I can help you achieve that dream. So I came across this post on Facebook today. A man was narrating how a married woman needed his help with, I think, paying the daughter's hospital bill. And the husband of that lady couldn't provide the money, so he had to make a demand that the woman have to give something, like sleep with him before he can give him the amounts she's asking for. And he went further to conduct some tests because, according to him, he doesn't want to use protection. And after the test and all that, they went in and did their thing. And then he gave the lady 200,000 instead of the 30K she was requesting. And then few months later, the lady sent him a message that she is pregnant for him. And when she put to bed, they had to conduct a DNA test, which proved that indeed the child was his. So this man had to come back, trying to get custody of his child because the lady that he slept with, the husband of the lady, according to him, he said he's a nonchalant, non-providing, lazy husband to the woman. And the child, which is his, is also, part of enduring the suffering in the family, that he has to watch the child go to a public school with low assets. He has to watch the child trek from home to school, wear dirty uniform, looking unkept, and all the things he was saying, and that he needs to take his child away from such environment. But the woman is being unreasonable with him. Like, the woman is saying, she doesn't want her husband to find out, that if the husband should find out she had an affair and had a child, it's going to cost her marriage, and all the, I don't want, women, and I don't want my husband, this, my husband to find out that. And then when I read that story, I dropped a comment that I don't know how I feel about this, but it doesn't make sense to me. Like, this person that has a child with this woman wants to take custody. He wants his child and he wants to provide. I think he made an offer of getting her a better house, helping equip her with business, and then that he doesn't mind also registering the other kids that the woman has with the non-providing husband in a better school, so that the child can, go to a good school. Because the lady was saying that if the husband should ask question why this particular child is going to a private and better school, why the other five kids he has for the non-providing husband is going to a public school, that she won't have an answer for the man. And the man was like, okay, I will pay for all the kids to go to the same school. And the woman was being unreasonable with him. But that is not where my interest lies. Where my interest lies is, why is that lady sticking with a non providing husband, with a lazy man? Who told women that marriage is the ultimate prize? Who sold these lies to women, that there is dignity in suffering with a man, there is dignity in losing yourself, there is dignity in suffering? Who sold these lies to women? Because tell me why that woman is betting kicks up to five for a man that is nonchalant, for a man that doesn't provide. Tell me why she is answering a wife to a man who is not responsible. It doesn't make sense. It makes zero sense. Like, I don't know. I think this generation of parents, I hope and I'm praying that we will do better by our daughters. We will do better by our girls, because these lies they sold to millennials and baby boomers, that marriage is the way out, that marriage is where you get dignity, that marriage is the only thing that can make the society attach respect to your name, is total nonsense. Like, it makes zero sense. When you have a girl child, the best thing, the best gift, the best care and training you will give to that child is to help them develop this sense of independence. Let them know that they can make as much money as they dream of. Let that child know that her destiny is in her hands, to define, to mold, to redirect, to pivot. She doesn't need a man in her life to earn respect. She doesn't need a man in her life before society will see her as someone that deserves to be respected. I mean, this lies is old and we should do away with it. And I don't know the kind of sanitization we need to do for women to understand that you do not need to suffer in marriage. If you enter and you find out that it is not working, if you enter and you find out that what the man told you is not true, walk away. If you it's okay to see someone and feel like, okay, this person has a potential, right? And then you enter into marriage with this person and you find out that, okay, there is nothing here. This person does not have the right amount of drive to give the family a good life. This person doesn't have mission, no vision, no drive. Walk away. You do not owe anyone any explanation. It is your life. You are suffering. No one is coming there to suffer with you. Even your parents, whom you're saying, I don't want to put them to shame, I don't want people to laugh at them, what people say, they will not be there to suffer with you. They will not be there to bear that brunt of what that marriage is doing or will do to you. Please, please, and please walk away the moment to realize that I've made a mistake. We all make mistake. Everyone is prone to failure, to mistake. But the difference is, do not sleep. Do not let that mistake be your final definition. Do not let that particular failure be your final definition. If the first marriage did not work out, come out. Try the second one. Try the third. And if you're like me, that you do not have any other strength to go into a second marriage, start building yourself. Rebrand, reposition, pivot, get something doing, learn some skills, okay? Because if you have your money, what do you really need a man for? If you can pay your own bills, tell me, do you really need a man? Now, when you have your life sorted out, when you know the direction you're going to, when you look at your bank account, you have that confidence that if I get into the wrong space tomorrow, I have what it takes to help myself out of it. You find out that you do not need, in fact, you do not even need marriage, you do not need men. All you need is that direction, that drive. And when you make that mistake, it's easy for you to correct because you have the financial backing. It is no longer a case of, I don't want to go back to my parents' house, I don't want people to laugh at my parents. You relocate, you rent a house in a place that is very far away from home. People, is when you tell them I'm no longer in marriage, they will know. It's when you pack your things back home, they will know. But when you move into your space, who cares? Who knows? So please, there is no dignity in suffering with a man. I don't know why that woman will be out there under the sun selling with a child. Why the man is somewhere else doing what is not being productive, doing what is not helping his family? What are you trying to prove to the society? Which other name do you want to invent a new name? Because all the names already exist. And none of those names you can't all the names, virtuous woman, the most diligent, the most hardworking, the most faithful, whatever name you can think of, you can't take you can't, there's nothing those names will do for you. Take them to the bank, you're cashing nothing. So why stay? Why suffer? Why bring kids into this world without a plan? So, dear women, please, if you make a mistake for the first time, you find out this was a mistake or is a mistake, please do not wait any further. Do not give it 1 more month, 2 more months, 1 year. Walk away the moment to realize that this is not working. Come out and rebuild. Come out and re-strategize. Come out and get something to your name. Because, like, I believe that if our parents, if the generation before us had the centered marriage, the world would have been a better place. If the generation before us have told us the truth that marriage is not what they painted it to be, women now, by now, women would have made the world a much better place. But we all came to this world and focused on marriage and focused on men, and when everything goes south, you're left to nothing. But I thank God for this generation of women. I thank God for women like me who are speaking up, who are letting you know that marriage is not as important as they made it to look or be. You're whole. You can do and achieve whatever you set your mind to achieve. You do not need a man. And I hope every mother out there would do right by their child. Please stop early marriage. Please stop forcing your children into marriage. It brings frustration. It brings stagnation. That's the kind of mental stress it takes to rebuild, to restart life is not worth it. So please give that child that opportunity to define, to become self-aware, to know what they want in life, if marriage is what they want to do or not. Do not force it on them. Do not push them into an early marriage that they will come out regretting, that they will start struggling so hard to rebuild, to refine, and to find their foot again. And as you implement and as you stand by your child and help them be that icon, be that leader that the society will be proud of. May God reward and bless you as a parent. Thank you.